I get carried away is what it is. And I think it's like, that's what got me into it in the first place, is just going down those rabbit holes. Like, that's why I love all this stuff when I first got into it. And then I found out about modular and synths and like just like all the different things you can do in Ableton. It's like, wow, you can really turn just about anything into anything, which is like really cool. Because I'm fortunate to have my setup, I don't really sit down most of the time and be like, all right, I'm gonna make X genre. It's more like I start playing with the gear. So I normally go until I hear something that really sparks my ear, and I'm like, if I get an idea, that's kind of how I idea generate too. I'm weird in that sense. Like sometimes I come home and I'm like, all right, I want to write a drum and bass track, but most of the time I just like crank open the gear and start fucking around, recording some things, playing around. This combo, I'm like very fortunate in the way that I combined these pieces of hardware to where it just creates gold consistently. But at a certain point, you have to kind of just be like, all right, like you've got 30 minutes worth of gold, but really it's all so different, and there was so many variations going on that you're only going to use like maybe 45 seconds of that 30 minutes that you just recorded. You got 40 tracks worth of content in that 40-minute loop, you know what I mean? So it's like at a certain point you have to just stop yourself and be like, all right, it's just going to keep spitting out great stuff. So like a lot of the times I don't finish my tracks, I just make a bunch of cool noises. I literally have a rule where I'm not allowed to play with the gear for more than a few minutes, and then I have to move on. And when you swap out the kits, it's essentially reassigning your programmed work with new sounds, so you can fully transform into new realms with like on accident. And I have a whole lot of that kind of like happy accident stuff going on with my Strega, with the hologram microcosm, and then the few LFOs that I have to be able to kind of like filter out the sound. Like you can really get these like cool happy accidents. So there's that deep hole of like the Eurorack modular synthesizers, like all the different kinds of like pairings that you can do for like audio, and that is like what I geek out on even more so than the finished products. Like most of the time, like I could sit in a studio and just, you know, geek around. So I'll do it forever. Like it's never gonna be something that I'll stop doing. I hope to be better about dropping more music. I have a hard time calling things done, so I'm trying to be better about just like letting things go, especially when I'm no longer gonna put like creative effort into it. Most likely it's at a point that it's worth showing people, and I'm trying to convince myself that like more to like put that out more. I've definitely collaborated with people that we have a shared interest in each other's artistic visions, and so then like we work on a collaboration together, and it's like we're both going into it kind of understanding what each person kind of makes, and so it's like, okay, this should be a cool combo. All of the aggressive stuff is tight, and it's been fun making it for years and years, and I'll keep making it, but it's turning into a fun challenge to try to meet in the middle, I guess. In a sense. Mixed bag definitely helps. Like, shout out to the boys for booking me. That was tight, because that was definitely like, there's something about like having a show around the corner that really puts fire under your ass to like want to keep working. Obviously, I'm doing it because I just love to do it, but it's also really great motivation when you know that you're actually going to get to like showcase and like present it. Regardless, music I'll always do. I mean, it's just, when I got into it, I was looking for something that was really deep to like keep myself preoccupied. The industry is starting to branch in more so into experimental realms, which is very much what I love, and it would be cool to see kind of like a merger where more experimental stuff is like kind of like accepted, I guess, in a sense, because it's definitely getting there. Like I hear it. Long term, it'd be really dope to kind of see more of that fusion and push towards experimental. Yeah, no, it's definitely something I'll always be doing. I dream of having a even bigger studio set up one day so I can do even cooler stuff.
Your stuff.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Don't tell me you didn't save it. Bro.
I totally you just caught that on camera.
What?
I just totally just did not save that. Let's see where I saved that.